So we open and it's Christmas. Oh my God, the holidays are almost upon us. Todd asked Shamia to be a stripper in their little movie, and Candy said her husband gonna be okay with that. Candy said friends can be in the movie as long as they can act. Oh God, Auntie Marlo. Oh God, Marlo, these Christmas pictures. The kids look cute. The kids are adorable. But you, what the hell? What in the Mrs. Claus hell is this? Jesus. That big fake crawl. Oh, Lord. Child saying you're talking to her sister about Portugal. That's fiends. I'ma watch more footage of that fight down in Alabama. Oh, we've got Cynthia here. Cynthia, I don't know if I buy that you're that disappointed your marriage didn't work out. I mean, you were engaged a whole bunch of times, never made it down the aisle. Then you finally go down the aisle with Penelope Thomas Bailey. Your picker been broken. At 55, you shouldn't be surprised. I don't see men having the confidence to be with a woman like you. And also, I hear you're hell on heels behind the scenes. So Candy's invited her to a bedroom candy party because last episode we were just getting into the lesbonics. We celebrating 10 years of bedroom candy, 10 years of buzzing balls in the bus. But now Candy starts to talk to Cynthia about her argument with Drew because they're doing a movie about lesbonics. And Drew won't confess to her lesbonics. But we've all seen her lesbonics. You know what? It's like Queen Latifah and Missy Elliott, child. Just let them be in their glass closet. But then flashback to Toya saying they kissed at the reunion. And Drew still saying it's a lie. It's girl, why? Why are you so freaked out about it? A man I could get, and honestly, even today, it's like, oh, child, please, who cares? Cynthia's like, hey, I'll be in the movie. I'm honest about my lesbonics. Oh my God, Brooklyn is adorable. She said, but I'm cute. I feel the same way sometimes. I feel the same way. And you are cute, Brooklyn. You are adorable. Now, this Kenya I like to see. I feel like this is the actual Kenya, not the heifer she playing. Over with Drew, she's got 2 assistants helping her clean out her closet. Drew, your closet isn't that big and your clothes are quite tacky. You don't need 2 people to help you with that. Honestly, you can just leave that crap in bins. Drew, your closet isn't overcrowded, it's just junky, and it's a lot of crap you don't need, and you don't fit. Yeah, why don't you just get a new wardrobe in your actual size? Cause you love something medium, something real snug. But now she tell her husband about what went on in Portugal and the fact that she's been accused of a lesbian kiss. Honey, Ralph don't care who you kissing on. Ask him about his Floridian secrets and Vegas gigs. He said he was working. Working what and working who? Drew gonna say, I hope Candy lying on me doesn't affect our ability to work together. You're lying on yourself. Oh my God, Drew said Marlo taping her was criminal. Well, you don't even know Portugal's privacy and recording laws. Let's start there. It didn't even happen on American soil. 2, you were in a room with other people where there was no expectation of privacy filming a reality show. You just upset you got called on your mess and you had to cash app Toya right quick to keep your lies straight, unlike yourself. So Ralph asked how no-lip Courtney was, and Drew said, well, I'ma just get to know her. I ain't calling her cousin no more. She didn't defend you. Well, his actions are indefensible. You don't defend him either. You'd rather Toya's twat than his tallywhacker. Over at the house prostitution built, we have Marlo meeting with her assistant.
Marlo's already complaining about Scotland always wanting to go out.
Girl, you don't want that man. I don't know if I'd be comfortable with my husband doing that every day. You are not thinking about marrying this man. You just say anything to stay on this show. Meanwhile, across town, Sheree meets with Candy. Oh God, Sheree whining. I wish Candy had stuck around for the Portugal trip. She had to work. She's part of a group. She actually has a successful career. You wouldn't know anything about that. Hell, you wouldn't know anything about work or paying bills. Oh, Sheree went to Candy's doctor and got her breasts done. When did you go back and get that button nose? She said she likes her new breast and Martell likes them too. Child, we've seen more of your titty than Martell. However, Candy gets to Drew not fessing up her lesbonics, and she's like, well, me, Marlo, and Kenya said it happened, so who's truly lying? It's clearly Drew, but Drew needs to lie to stay on the show. Otherwise, what is she good for? Without her lies, she's truly boring. And she's not that interesting as it is. And Sheree's back to her bone-carrying self saying, well, you know, Drew said you were producing because you're doing this movie. You're warming her up to kissing a woman. Child, that car is already hot. Oh, God. Drew gonna say, well, I have a lot of movie offers, so I don't have to do anything I'm not comfortable with. Okay, now we know Tubi is cranking them out, but how much they paying you for that? $30, $40? Hell, let me try to get in a Tubi movie. You know what? That would be a perfect place for me to start acting. A Tubi movie. I mean, honestly, like, don't even give me a script. Just let me improv. Just tell me where you need the scene to go, and I'll help us get there. Tubi movie reviews are coming. So Candy's like, well, hey, Heifer, if you don't want to be in the movie, you ain't got to be in the movie. There are plenty of other C-list actresses hanging around Atlanta that could use the work. I mean, they can't work with a veteran actress like Elise Neal, of course, because I'm sure she doesn't want her head cracked by another light. Todd was on that production company, too, not just Carl King. Sheree gonna say, so is Kenya gonna get the part? No, because that role requires sex appeal, something Kenya doesn't have. Oh, God, Candy done invited Toya to this event. You messy as hell. I always invite Toya. I ain't never seen you mess with Toya, but okay, all right. All right, it's time for Candy's Peach Buzz Museum. It's a night of clicking and clacking, squirting and flirting, and a little lesbonics. Just a little lesbonics. All right, T.S. Madison in the house. Child, don't nobody want to see Todd the toddler tied up. I don't have a runt fetish, but Candy likes him running. Have we ever heard Monietta's husband talk? Child, he don't say nothing. I will say Candy was ahead of the sex positivity curve, because now, child, everybody got a 9 to 5, a 6 to 10, and OnlyFans. And you know what I have to say? Your puss, your prerogative. These models Candy has are fine. Oh, Lord. Why does Marlo have on Sheree's old wig? The hair looked kind of ratty to me. Like Sheree's old wig from a couple seasons ago. Whose trash did you pick that out of? So now Sheree telling everybody what she told Candy about Drew not caring if she's in Candy's movie. Sheree said, let me get back to bone carrying because I ain't the group's mother hen. Well, at least she's starting mess. Oh, Sheree said Bedroom Candy is Kenya's boyfriend. Facts are facts. Marlo said me and Scotty haven't had sex yet. We're virgins. Girl, you ain't sleep with that man. Marlo, your freak hoe ass gonna say hand stuff is gross. I know you fisted a time or two. Heifer, please, you do not get a townhouse sitting pretty. You get a townhouse out of being quite skilled and crafty. Oh, Lord, but now Kenya's entering the building. Where the hell is Drew? Let's just get to her heffing ass. You know, I'm really glad they went light on Kenya's fake boyfriend this season. I think even she knew. She was like, ain't nobody buying that bullshit. Oh, God, we got more humping. Well, we knew it was going to be a night where the nymphettes got their nymphomania on. Oh, Lord, Cynthia coming in this odd wig. It's real shiny, real fresh out the pack. Fresh out the pack. Child, Cynthia getting her confessional on. Cynthia might be back next season. She's like, look, I am back at Lake Bailey. I dropped Mike Hill. She's like, I'm coming with the plot line. Come on now. I'm sorry, y'all. The video's a little late, but I just keep getting distracted watching all these Alabama videos, and ooh, it's doing my heart so good. All right, so now Drew and Ralph show up. Is everybody in the same wig? It seems like Cynthia and Drew have on the same wig. So now Drew's whining, oh, we're at another Candy horny event. You just upset your husband ain't horny for you. Oh, God. Drew and Kenya had on the same dress. I gotta say, Kenya wore it better. The dress looks better on a woman with a full bust. I mean, it's really unflattering on Drew's chest. At least Kenya's breasts aren't lumpy like her butt. So Ralph takes this moment to address Marlo Amos and ask her, why are you saying so many negative things about me? Well, why are you doing so many negative things to your wife? Why are you reneging on adopting a child? I've got questions too. What do you do for work? What do you do successfully? Quickly. other than con women. Marlo said, well, you know what, Ralph? I'm going to respect you because you got to deal with her. And you never know what you're going to get. Child, he don't have to deal with her. He ain't waking up with her. So now Toya show up and she wants to know, where's Marlo? So Donna Wanna goes to get Marlo in Sheree's old wig so that they can have a conversation, Toya, her, and Drew.
So Marlo says, well, you know, I sent her the videos because I just wanted her to see for herself. Because she says she speaks so highly of you, but then she's dogging you out.
Then Drew gonna say the videos were edited. No, they weren't. Your lie is the edit. Marlo said, well, you know, Drew lies a lot. Insane. That is how you deal with Drew from now on. Insane. Why are they trying to bring LaToya back? I mean, maybe for next season, we could get Cynthia and LaToya back. Actually, where's Fallon? I want Fallon and Portia to have a season together. And don't tell either of them. Just let them show up to work.
Marlo said Drew looks 22 on Instagram, but she's a whole jump scare in person.
Oh, that's why I don't mess with filters. I'm like, no, I'll do some good lighting now. I will have some good lighting. But I'm like, how I look is how I look. I remember once when I was doing my logo, my friend was like, oh, you should do a cartoon version of you. And I'm like, the only people that do cartoon versions of themselves are people that are ugly. And he thought about it and he was like, you're right. I've never seen anybody attractive have a cartoon version of themselves. It's just, you got a good face, you just face. Candy said, well, look, you ain't gonna make me a liar. And Drew gonna say, well, I'm just defending my truth. Your truth is the lie. Toya said, well, when Candy says she saw us kiss, why don't you believe that? And Drew said, well, I think she was fantasizing. Ain't nobody fantasized about you. I still don't know where you're from other than that TLC movie, and they say you were on 3 episodes of the game playing yourself.
Oh, God, but downstairs, Marlo Amos said, I just sent Drew a text message. Did you kiss her? I'm scared.
See, Marlo just likes to start mess. I think the only thing Marlo likes more than starting mess is sending her nephews to her sisters. So production asked Drew, why is everybody saying you kissed Toya except you? Drew is still trying to say Candy is the one that planted it in our minds. And honestly, I feel like Toya and Drew clearly had a moment, but now they don't want to fess. And it probably went a little further than we thought. It wasn't just a click and clack, it was a flirt and squirt. God, so now we got Candy backpedaling and pussy popping on camera saying, well, if I misjudged the moment on some other Bravo after show. Y'all don't know what the hell going on, and I'm honestly sick of it. We all know you're lesbians. Click, clack, squirt, flirt. Let's just get to how Marlo actually makes her money. Now there's a plot line. But that was the shit, and I'ma see you soon for the Alabama Brawl Breakdown.